What's up guys? Pokemon Gen 4 remakes are coming out later this year on November 19th. I guess the kids will have to wait a whole month to get it for Christmas. Ouch. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want more Pokemon news and recommendations. We got Pokemon Unite coming out pretty soon, and Pokemon Legends Arceus early next year. I'm working on a video about what you can do with yourself in the meantime. We'll be talking Temtem, we'll be talking Digimon, we're hopefully gonna find some indie gems with a lot of really nice monsters in them. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are remakes of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, the flagship games from the 4th generation of Pokemon. In case you've been out of the game for a few generations, here's a quick rundown on what you can expect. You get to pick between 3 starters, Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup. Obviously there's the right answer, and it's Piplup. Oh my god, are you serious? If you played the old games, you probably had a Bidoof, and you probably used him to knock down environmental obstacles. Bidoof has been absent from Generation 8, so in November, you and your faithful HM slave can be reunited once more. Hopefully they don't reintroduce environmental obstacles though, because I'm not about to double back to areas just so I can use Rock Climb. If you didn't play the old games, Gen 4 did a lot for evolutions and pre-evolutions for previous generations, so if you're a Gen 1er wishing your Magneton was more powerful, just bring him over to Mount Coronet. Not to mention, any generation with evolutions is a good generation in my book. What the crap? Gen 4 also had some of the most epic legendaries who control all of time and space and create the universe. Similarly, the bad guys are Team Galactic, who are trying to harness this universe-creating power. There are 8 gyms: Rock, Grass, Fighting, Water, Ghost, Steel, Ice, and Electric, and 4 Elite Four members: Bug, Ground, Fire, Psychic. I believe that's the only Bug Elite Four member to date, so nice job, Aaron. How about version exclusives? Pokemon is always making 2 different versions, each with a slightly different set of Pokemon, so you have to either buy 2 games and 2 consoles, or get a friend on board in order to catch them all. We don't know the complete list of Pokemon that will be in the remakes, but if they're really faithful reproductions, you can look forward to this list in Diamond and this list in Pearl. Personally, I go with Diamond because I love the whole Aaron line, but I've never caught one in a Pokemon game. And you got Tyranitar, like, what does Pearl have on this? Stantler? Piplup! Stop! Regarding Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl news, there have been 3 major things that happened, or didn't happen. First thing, the games are announced on February 26th. This announcement was a little controversial for 2 reasons. 1, the chibi art style in the overworld. We got big heads and short legs. 2, some of the graphics and animation look a little funky. As you guys probably know, this wouldn't be the first controversial Pokemon announcement. When Pokemon Sword and Shield came out, they famously weren't going to include all the Pokemon in it. If I were going to make a YouTube video 2 years ago, it would have been called Pokemon that they put in Sword and Shield that aren't Bulbasaur. But I thought they pulled off Sword and Shield pretty well, despite the negative hype. They took some risks, they had some great Pokemon, and my god, Pokemon camp. So here's hoping that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl can do the same. Second thing, there was no Pokemon announcement at E3 2021 in June. E3 is this big gaming convention that happens every year. There's usually a Pokemon announcement at E3 if there's a game coming out that year. So people were like, is it on track? Is it happening? What's going on? Third thing, there was a trailer for a new console called the OLED Switch on July 6th, and you could see some slight differences to the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl footage. I don't know, I don't think it looks that different. Apparently this shadow is in a different place. The OLED Switch announcement surprised a lot of people because it is not really an upgrade over the existing Nintendo Switch. It looks like there are only 2 changes to the specs. 1, the old Switch has a 6.2-inch LCD screen, and the OLED Switch has a 7-inch OLED screen. Are those different? LCD, needs a backlight, OLED, no backlight, deep blacks, thinner and lighter. Don't people play this on their TV anyways? 2, the old Switch has 32 gigs of storage and the OLED Switch has 64. This is not really an upgrade because you have to buy extra storage to have more than 3 games on here anyway. I was really surprised when I bought a Switch 2 years ago and saw that it had less storage on my phone. 4 gigs of RAM? Is that right? How does this thing run anything? Neither of these upgrades are things that help games run better or look better or have faster load times, so not really sure why there's a new console. It seems like the Switch is trying to be 2 things at once, a handheld device and a living room device. But it seems obvious if those 2 things are in conflict with each other. The handheld device needs to be small and portable and have long battery life, and the living room device needs to be powerful and hold a lot of games and run them well. I'm not sure why they didn't have 2 different devices if they specialize for each thing. Didn't they learn this when they made the Wii U? I thought the Wii U didn't sell very well, is that wrong? The Wii sold 101 million units over its lifetime, and the Wii U sold 13 million. That's almost 10 times less. You'd think they would have realized that trying to do both things wasn't really working for them. The weird thing is, they've always had specialized handheld devices. Game Boy, DS, 3DS. DS has sold 154 million units, and 3DS has sold 75 million units. So, the handheld sales are telling you that a handheld-only device is popular, and the Wii versus Wii U sales are telling you that maybe a living room-only device is a good idea, so why not make a living room-only console with some real horsepower? But then they made the Switch, and the ability to switch between the handheld and the living room is in the name of the console. The Switch so far has sold 84 million units, including variations like the Switch Lite. That's still less than the Wii at 101 million. The Wii may have had more time to accumulate those sales, but looking at how these things tend to peak within 4 years of release, we may have already seen the peak of Switch sales, which means that the Switch may never sell as well as the Wii. Does anyone else know what's going on here? Did this decision to be both a handheld device and a living room device hurt the Switch? Or since console sales never reached the peak that they were at during the era of the Wii and the DS, probably due to the rise of mobile games, were the Switch sales doomed from the start? That's probably much more than you wanted to know about consoles, and that's all we know about the Gen 4 remake so far. Did you play Gen 4? How did the games or Pokemon of Gen 4 compare to other games for you? Make sure to like and subscribe for more Pokemon news and recommendations, and thanks for watching.